there's a number of, seminal pieces of work that really shaped my thinking, including William Julius Wilson's work on the truly disadvantaged. And what he did was, which was pretty path-breaking at the time, was he took census data to measure neighborhood poverty. And he came up with a threshold for what he called concentrated poverty. And that was more than 40% of the population within a neighborhood living below the poverty line. And what he argued was that these concentrated poor neighborhoods had, and some of this is quite controversial, but had created this sort of pathology that you couldn't really break yourself free of this poverty because things started to disintegrate in these neighborhoods. So community institutions would leave, right? Mom and pop stores or small businesses that would employ local residents would leave these places. And you started to see an out-migration of upper middle class folks, as well as institutions. And then you had a snowball of social problems that get compounded, right? From joblessness to single-headed households, to crime rates, to drug use. And it was hard to break free from the cycle of poverty. It's not to say that he was completely right, but it really started us down a whole path of understanding neighborhood effects. And that's the whole idea of geography leading to destiny, right? Is that, is it true that if you grew up in a poor neighborhood that you would grow up much worse off than if you grew up in a better neighborhood, right? So a lot of my work is related to neighborhood quality, mobility. If we could, if people did move to better neighborhoods, is that the solution to our issues of poverty and inequality? The lack of exposure to diversity really creates this us against them mentality. And that's where we get a lot of social conflict, is because we live in, very segregated communities of people who are similar to us. It creates a lot of misunderstanding and mistrust.